And we're back,
We
ladies and
are
gentlemen.
back, baby.
That's right. I know you missed us. I could feel it. I missed us.
I missed
So
us. It's been too long.
it has. It's been like 27 days, 14 hours, and 16 minutes.
Yeah, but who's counting?
Who's counting? I mean, who would meticulously take the time to look at our last upload and then, count down from there?
Just mark down the days, like they were just crossing them off and they saw it come to the following Monday, Tuesday, which is usually if we record late.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to there and they were like, huh, that's weird. And they didn't say they were going to take a break or anything in their last episode. Then the next week comes, and the next week comes, and this person has fallen into a crippling spiral of depression. Well, this is for you. You're the one that brought us back.
The psychosis is just, slowly creeping up, and it's come to a head, and that's...
They need their fill. They can't get enough. It's like a drug.
Yeah, they look up from their desk, as they listen, but they printed out the transcripts of all of our episodes, and, they printed it out, and then they hand wrote it in a crazy, crayon font, and then pasted it all up on the wall so that they can follow along.
They've got, fan art that they drew of us, what they think we sound like based off our voices.
Yeah.
Unless they doxed us, then,
Yeah, I like to think that they didn't, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully
not.
It's just in their imagination.
Yeah, it'd be better. I mean, it's cool. I think we said our names before, but, if you, don't dox us and then just draw your fan art and send it to us, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool. I do want to see a depiction of me as I've described myself, because I know I've described a couple tattoos, and I don't know.
You got that big scar down your left side of your face.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned having an odd eye, or maybe you pointed it out.
Yeah, I mean, it could have come up at any point.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's hard to miss. It's a defining feature. That and your very strong jaw.
Yes, thank you. That is accurate, I think. I think I have a strong jaw. I have to, I realized I have to, manage my facial hair, because if I let a beard grow out too big, it makes my face, uneven. I look like I have a huge underbite, and that's embarrassing. So I have to keep it trimmed down. So I can't enjoy the effects of a full, robust, Rasputin-esque beard,
You don't think if you, got past that phase where it looks like that, maybe it would?
Maybe it is, a middling kind of phase that if it did get super-duper long, it wouldn't look as bad.
But you still have to wear it.
Yeah.
For that phase. I mean, I get it. I think everybody goes through it. That can grow a beard,
I think every person on the planet goes through this.
Yeah, that's a good point with their beards.
Yeah.
Everybody's got them. Just at varying lengths.
That's right. That's why dwarven women are the hottest, because they just let it grow, man.
Yeah.
They're proud of their beards.
The best depiction of dwarven women are the ones that have beards.
Yeah.
No cap.
Oof, man. Yeah, it's been a while though, and I'm glad to be back. Thank you for having me again. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely.
A guest on your show.
Yeah, my show. It's our show. This is a communist podcast.
It is our show.
By the way, welcome to the Red Scare podcast, everyone.
Woo! That was good.
Thank you.
That was a long intro. That's all that was.
Yep.
It was totally planned and scripted the whole time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As is everything on this show.
It's correct.
There's a lot of production time that goes into it.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a whole, 5-minute conversation before getting back into it, so...
Yeah, that's more than how it usually goes.
That is more than how it usually goes, that's true. Whew. But yeah, reaching the end of the year, so that's cool. I thought we wouldn't get into another episode until 2022, but
yeah,
surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Yep, this is yeah, definitely not 2022. It really isn't. I wasn't thinking like that sounded sarcastic. Like it's like, oh yeah, we recorded this after 2022, but we're gonna, or after the New Year's. But what I'm trying to say is, he's telling the truth. But I also did not think we were gonna do it before, before New Year's. I was pretty sick all month. Truth be told.
Oh man,
very ill. Not with the coof, not with all COVID.
The coof.
I saw someone call it that online. I like they were obviously very anti, vax, but I thought that was hilarious just to call it the coof. But no, it wasn't that. It was just regular old fucking influenza.
Good old influenza.
Just the regular boring flu, not the. I shouldn't say fun. Not the interesting one.
Yeah, not the cool flu.
Not the one that would shut down a business.
Yeah. Not the. Yep. Damn it! Almost dragged me into it. That was good.
Yeah.
That was close. Almost pulled me into it. Nope. Not gonna talk about it.
You fucking libtard.
God damn. Nah.
But no, it was just regular old influenza,
sucks.
and it did suck,
Man. Yeah, fuck
Influenza
that.
A, which I guess is the worst of the two.
Oh, is it like it's not like hepatitis A. Hepatitis goes worse with more letters, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, because Hep C is like the really bad one.
Yeah. Whereas, I think Hep A isn't a permanent
Doesn't, everybody
thing?
have, Hep A to some degree? That's why you get canker sores and shit, right?
Oh, maybe. I
don't know. I'm not an expert on that kind of thing.
I never studied this shit, but
no.
That makes sense to me.
But you're right. Yeah, it does go from least bad to worse.
Yeah.
Whereas influenza doesn't, for some reason. I don't know why. That was just what the doctor said, is that A was the worst of the two compared to B.
Jeez. Influenza A is for apples. And,
Yeah, and asphyxiation, because that's basically what it does.
I see.
But I'm all good now. I mean, maybe I still have a bit of a rasp to my throat, but that should go away.
Yeah. It'll be alright. You just get you some chicken noodle soup.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever the other cure is for the cold. You have to watch Osmosis Jones to remind you how to fight, how to, not die from the flu.
Yeah, pretty much. Because he did not take care of himself. Bill Murray did not take care of himself at all.
No. I just remember the scene where, he has a straight-up hard-boiled egg that he's eating, and he, drops it on the... Or, maybe a monkey was eating it, and he dropped it, on the ground at the zoo, and he just picked it up and, dusted it off and took a bite. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, he did not live well. It was just bad.
Was not taking care of himself.
I really didn't care for the live action parts just because they were all like that. It was just a gross man doing gross things. Yeah. And it's like, shit, buddy, no wonder you're gonna die.
Dude, for real.
Putting this goddamn immune system to work.
Yeah. I did like the depiction of him taking the cold medicine, and it came out like a robot and was a superhero robot.
Yeah,
stuff.
What was his name? Drix.
I think so, yeah. super cool. I thought that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's, it's that concept of like going into the body and seeing it at that level, but you anthropomorphize the characters, much like
say.
a very popular anime called Cells at Work does the same concept. It's basically Osmosis Jones, but
yeah, but it's anime.
But
characters.
it's anime.
It's fucking awesome. Super
Yeah,
cool.
It's a great show.
I didn't know what neutrophils were until that show, and I'm like, oh, they're like badass maid bitches who clean up your cells and kill things.
Yeah, I don't know how like spot on it is to actual anatomy, but I mean, it seemed believable. Maybe I'm sure there were some liberties taken, obviously.
Yeah.
But at least what their jobs were for the most part.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was fun. I haven't seen season 2 or the like spin-off one or
I didn't know there was
one.
a spin-off.
Code Black, I think is what it's called, where the main, instead of it being like a cutie pie chick red blood cell and the like badass white cell dude, it's a badass white cell chick and a cutie pie red cell boy.
Oh, it's gender swap.
They like flip. Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
I'm sure it's like, somebody else's body, but I don't I don't remember the lore of Cells at Work.
No, I don't.
Whose body it is that these anime characters are running around in, but
I don't know that it's ever like explained.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it is. I mean, I assume that they're an adult. But
I would think.
I don't know. It's been a while since I watched it.
Yeah. I haven't seen the stem cell episode, so I don't know. I don't know if there is a stem cell episode.
I was just thinking, was there a stem cell episode?
I don't think there was.
I don't think so, because it was like it went through cancer. I forget what the worst thing that happened was, where like all the red blood cells started dying or something.
Yeah, there was some. There was a parasite one, I think.
Yeah, there was. That wasn't like the worst one though.
No,
the last 2 episodes were
Oh yeah.
Can't remember if it was like a stroke or I don't know, something where he was like losing oxygen.
Oh man, it was something bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Remember, but
fun show.
Jones, the anime. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And a fun movie. Osmosis Jones.
That's right. Pick it up today. That's our first sponsor of the show.
Osmosis Jones.
The movie Osmosis
2000
Jones.
Something.
Yeah. It's not Warner Brothers. I don't know if that's their parent company. Maybe.
I couldn't say.
I don't know. I just know it's the movie that's sponsoring us. Specifically that movie.
That movie, yeah.
Yeah.
So, given a month of time has passed.
Yeah.
I mean, what have you been up to? Is there anything new going on in your life you would like to share?
A little bit. I mean, I dove head first into trying to learn Japanese. I just yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's actually super fun. I realized, as much as I have been a word nerd piece of shit, I took Latin in high school because I was like, let's analyze some language, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So actually trying to learn a second language, I haven't really done that.
Instead of a dead one?
Yeah, not a dead one. Yeah.
I mean, Latin's cool as fuck, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but
it is cool, but it's really only, it's in Bibles and that's it.
I guess if you want to learn
the
Roman history,
Yeah.
All their
Which
shit's
is cool
in Latin,
and all,
right?
But yeah, they invented Latin.
Oh.
Yeah. I think. I could be wrong. Anyway. So yeah, I'm fucking learning Nihongo, dude. It's insane. It's I just finished getting through the hiragana chart, at least the main. I haven't gotten to the combined ones, but all the like sounds, all the base sounds of the language have their own. It's like one of their alphabets, basically. As you know, as you learn that, I saw like a YouTube comment on a video I was watching that said it's like going to kindergarten again, but on hard mode.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it's pretty much what it is. I'm like learning all of these symbols, and that these symbols stand for these sounds, and like you can how to put them together and stuff. It's nuts, you know.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
And at that age, it's like, you know, you've grown up around it your whole life.
Yeah.
And you're specifically learning it. I mean, God, they learn English too, though. Like, that's crazy.
Which is super smart of them. That's why they're like number 3 in the world.
Yeah,
right behind
but I mean,
America,
you know, it's like
America Junior.
You know, if we were to, because you know they learn English because it's the most. I mean, it's the most spoken language, one of the most. I think Chinese is more spoken.
I think so.
But that's what we would be learning. We'd be learning Chinese. That's the equivalent, you know.
Yeah, like in elementary school. And
yeah.
Stuff. Yeah. Which would be cool. I think that would have been fun if I had learned Chinese at that age.
It'll never happen.
I know.
Never gonna happen. Not in our country. God bless America.
No, America's gonna burn to the ground before it like changes anything. You know, that's just what we do.
I do think a second language like is good to learn. You know.
Oh yeah.
For just 100%. Anybody. I mean, it's, you know, I think learning a second language as an adult is, you know, you have to kind of rewire your brain.
Yeah.
A lot. You know, I myself, I took 4 years of German in high school. Mm-hmm. Hasn't been very useful in my day to day, but you know, it was an experience, and even though I don't use it, I can still kind of read stuff in it.
Yeah. Do you sometimes think in German?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice. That's what I'm starting to realize. Like as I'm learning just introductory phrases and words and stuff in Japanese, I'm trying to like just use them at any time. If I think the word what, I have to think nani in my head, you know, and then eventually I'll just think in Japanese and then I'll understand it all. But
yeah, I wish it worked totally that way.
Different.
I'm sure if you like commit yourself to studying it hardcore over many years, and using it every day,
it's a whole endeavor, dude. But it's super fucking enjoyable. Like, I've realized just learning all of the written characters and stuff like that, I spent some time doing, like, looking into, like, Anglo-Saxon runic scripts and shit like that. Old Elder Futhark and Futhork and Futhorch and stuff, where, like, it's...
You're not gaslighting me. Those are real things.
Those are all real things, yes. I'm trying to think of an example. Like, if you think of Leif Erikson, and he has, like, the stone, and, you know, it zooms in on the stone, and there's writing on it, but all the writing is...
Oh, I mean, I know when you're talking about, like, Nordic runes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like Nordic runes.
But those are, like, the technical names, like Old Futhark.
Yeah, Elder Futhark is like the oldest one that they can, you know, it's like super, like ancient Scandinavia shit, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, the origins of those languages through, you know, and then like if you follow that, those languages and then like the other languages that have developed, you know, obviously like Chinese was developed a completely different fucking way than those old kind of runes and stuff like that, and then how like English is an amalgamation of a bunch of languages that all stemmed from a couple different roots. Where yeah, it's interesting as fuck to me, is what I'm saying. I need to like read more books on linguistics. I think is the field of study.
Is it that, or is it etymology?
Etymology.
Yeah.
Edamame.
Not ent, like bugs, like et.
Et. E-T.
Yeah.
As in the extraterrestrial
Yeah.
anatomy.
Yes, okay. I just Googled it. The study of
okay.
the origin of words and the way in which their meanings have changed throughout history.
Oh shit. Okay, can you spell that for me? I'm actually writing it down.
Yeah, E-T-Y. Mology.
Okay, all right. Why? That's what I wasn't hearing the why part of.
Oh yeah.
Etymology. I was hearing etymology. Okay, well, all right. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was all just in the field of linguistics, you know?
I mean, I think it's part of it.
Yeah.
Like if linguistics is the study of language.
Sorry, linguistics? The study of linguini?
No, that's postology.
Oh, postology.
There probably is some crazy name for it, though.
Yeah, it's really easy to invent words once you understand how the language works. That's all English is, by the way, is, you know.
I mean, that's what words are.
That's what words are.
It's all been made up.
You could just make up anything.
I mean,
that's the beauty of, like, real life. You can just make things up or down.
Lie.
I don't know. You can lie.
You can lie.
You can lie. And lying is great.
And eventually, once it becomes such a big lie, then everybody just accepts it, you know. It's just what it is, man.
That's right.
Someone eventually started calling an apple, or they were like, that's a bungaga. And then, you know, they probably slaughtered every other tribe in the area until that's what an apple was.
Yeah, they're pointing at an apple and they say, bungaga. And the other guy's like, no, that's an apple. And then he just, like, stabs.
That's an apple, you fucking idiot. And then, you know. Yeah.
He looks over at the other guy and points over and is like, what is that? It's, whatever you want it to be. I'm you win.
The winners rewrite history. The winners get to write history, is basically, and they get to make up words.
Yeah, the winners get to make up words. And one day, I hope to cheat my way into being a winner by just making up words. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
That's the secret to success.
You get a Nobel Prize because you made a new word. And it's just one word. It's not like you made a whole new subset or whatever. It's just like one word.
One word. But that word is going to unite the planet.
I could believe it.
It's just one word.
Just one word. But you can't, we can't comprehend what it is. I mean, you know, it's like, what could it be?
Oh, is it a fourth dimensional word?
Yes, I guess it could be.
Huh. Wow. That would be Nobel Prize worthy.
Yeah, I mean, someone did call a thing a quark.
Yeah.
And where did that word come from? Some fucking nerd.
Oh, that came from Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Captain Quark,
I mean, you know, that's possible. I don't know when quarks were discovered.
No, I'm...
Maybe it was. I mean, you know, that would be hilarious if it was.
The person who coined the term quark is actually a time traveler and played Ratchet and Clank as a child and then went back in time with, like, the power of quarks, because that's what quarks do, right? They're super
They give you power.
Yeah. And you can go back in time and, like, coin whatever word you want. And that's what...
And get Nobel Prize.
Yeah, Dr. Thaddeus Quark.
Maybe it's you. Maybe you're the one that did it.
You're
Dr. Thaddeus Quark. Because you couldn't be Elliot, you couldn't be, you.
No.
You couldn't be who you are now. You'd have to change your name because you already exist. And, like, people would start to get... Because they would hear this podcast. And they would put 2 and 2 together with who you are. And they would know you're a time traveler now, then.
Yeah. And that's when the podcast gets canceled, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the...
Gonna get a message from the FBI, CIA, all of them.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Shut it down.
Shut it down. They just kick in my door, and they're like, we heard what you talked about last night. We know. How do you know is the question. And then, yeah. It spins off, and I have to use quark powers. Like, it has to take away. Because, like, they're limited. So you only get a certain amount of quark every day. So you have to, spend it wisely. And then if you overexert yourself, you can't use any quark. I'm just describing like a magic system in an RPG.
It's a magic.
That's all it is.
Quarks are science.
It's just science, people. That's what this show is about. It's science.
Yes.
And telling the truth.
Always telling the truth. Never lying, never gaslighting, never, just 100% factual facts from guys that know stuff.
That's right.
I have a general knowledge of everything.
Hey, I'm an expert on life. I'm living it right now. Every day. So I have the knowledge to say whatever I want. Anyway, this whole fucking... Like, the reason I decided to jump off the high dive into Japanese is, I believe you've been watching it as well. This fucking Comey Can't Communicate on Netflix. Fucking fantastic.
It's a good show. It's cute.
It's really good. I enjoy it. But, like, she, like, writes shit down, and so, like, when it shows the paper, and then you see the translation, it's like, that doesn't really match up. I want to know what that actually says. So
that makes sense. Yeah, I could see that.
I would pause it and like look at it and be like, you know what? One day I'm gonna learn Japanese, and then one of those episodes, I was like, afterwards, I was like, okay, let's pull the trigger and buy a Japanese.
Just
book.
like Google, how hard is it to learn Japanese?
Yeah. Yeah, you get like results. It's like, I tried to learn Japanese and I blew my fucking brains out, and it's like a YouTube video. And oh, okay, so. It's not easy, is what he's saying.
Well, nothing ever worth doing is easy.
That's right. I want to, because I'm such a fucking weeb, obviously, I watch way too much anime and shit.
Sure.
Like, so I want to, at least have some claim of, like, respecting the culture in some way by, like, learning their language instead of just being, buying a bunch of fucking Gundams and shit. Like,
I mean, I'm sure they appreciate your money and buying into their media.
They probably do.
But, learning their language is another good, with any culture, I think.
Yeah.
If you want to learn their language, it's because you find it interesting or you want to communicate with the people that speak that language in some way. Yeah. It doesn't have to be direct communication. We learned that from, Comey Can't Communicate. That you don't always have to speak to get off what you're trying to say.
That's right.
I like that the episodes are all titled, like, it's just something. Like, I think that's kind of how... an anxious or person like that kind of approaches stuff tries to get out and better themselves in some way. Like, it's just making a cake. It's just going to work. It's just like you make it seem smaller instead of it being a huge, big thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
Because you make it such a big thing. Then it always makes you
blows
nervous.
Up into you get super nervous, and then it's like, oh, and then you recognize it, and you're like, fuck, I'm super nervous because I'm nervous now, and that's only making it worse. And then some random person you've never met walks up and tries saying something to you, and you're in the middle of like a nervous crisis. So yeah, you have to downplay it a little bit.
But yeah,
but
I
it's
haven't
funny.
seen it.
You
Yeah,
can
it is.
they play it to comedic effect.
Yeah, it sounds like we're making it sound like it's a sad show. It's not. It's definitely not. It's funny.
Sad.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
Just all the awkward situations she gets put in, but she's like so beautiful that they always turn out okay.
Yeah. It makes me want to be beautiful and silent, you know?
Yeah, because people like just respect you regardless.
Oh, she's so dignified. And then it's just, yeah, she's just...
But she's like trying to ask somebody just something super simple.
Yeah. I do like the effect of, like, if it zooms in and shows her face, like, in detail, she's got that, like, you know, stone cold face, but every time it zooms out from a distance, you just see her giant eyes.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, freaking out and shit.
Yeah, I noticed like everybody has eyes like that. You know, not like she's the only one that ever gets those like really dramatic close-ups.
Yeah.
At least I don't think anybody else. I was really hoping Dude, I was hoping I would do it for him at one point. But maybe that's later on. You know what, like he gets this
Tadano,
yeah.
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 Tadano-kun.
I was hoping he would get that like moment, but
Yeah.
I still hope it comes later on where he has like his cool, like she looks at him and he's like super cool.
Yeah.
There are parts where she does look at him and it's like it doesn't show his eyes. I noticed. So maybe that's kind of like she's looking. It's usually when she's looking at him too. And it'll just be his nose down, but I don't know if that's like anything.
Maybe. I don't know how far into it.
I finished it. I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Well, episode or what's on Netflix. I know there's more out there.
Yeah. There's another one that comes out. It comes out Thursday. Usually, I would think it's the season finale because it'd be episode 12, but that's a typical run of a season.
Yeah.
I don't know, with it being like weekly release. No, that makes sense.
Have you watched up to that point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it on Netflix or is it you have to go somewhere else?
No, I'm not caught up to. Sorry, I'm not caught up with that. I'm caught up to what is on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. It's still releasing episodes. I believe
Yeah.
the winter season is coming to a close for anime, or I could be wrong. I don't know.
One Piece is still going strong.
Yeah, One Piece is still going strong.
But that's like
and that's
given.
all that matters. One Piece, it's not seasonal. It's just yearly, year round.
They hit 1,000 chapters.
Wow.
I want to say last month, maybe.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been going on for a minute. And it doesn't seem like it's going to end. Yeah. Especially that mangaka dude. That fucking, like, a weekly release like that. That's got to be rough.
Yes.
Like, getting everything drawn, written, inked, and then published. And it all happens in, like, a week. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. That's like hardcore work ethics, you know?
Yeah, it is. I got a lot of respect for them.
Yeah. Fucking manga's super cool too. I haven't read a ton of it, but what I have read, it's super fun, and it's like, oh, dude, these guys are cranking these out weekly, so you know I could be a little bit forgiving if there's an issue, if there's a lot of flashbacks in manga, because it's like, oh yeah, these guys they have to fill up some space, and
Right.
probably dead tired.
Yeah, I mean, like the only manga I've followed like on a weekly release and actually read every week was JoJo when it was going. And you know, it was, you know, it's, yeah, I learned a lot about the process then because the, you know, author is obviously, he's very open about it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's at least for, you know, him on a weekly basis. I'm sure every mangaka is different, but if they're usually releasing in like Shonen Jump weekly, so at least all the big ones.
That's where Yu-Gi-Oh got its start.
Yeah, I mean, it's where a lot of them.
Shonen Jump.
Mm-hmm.
Jump Force, that game that I haven't played, but it looks kind of cool.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
it's
looks
just
cool.
huge.
It's Pokken.
Oh, is
It's
it?
that kind of, yeah, except
Nice.
I don't know if it goes into the 2D combat part, but I know it's definitely like a 3D field.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how you could, like, make a character that was, like, Yami Yugi's friend and use his powers, but then fight somebody who's, like, a Naruto apprentice, and it be sort of fair. I don't know.
I mean, the characters are all like Dio's in it, and
Oh, shit, really?
yeah, Dio.
That's cool.
Well, maybe not. It's either Dio or Jotaro, and they have the time stop. So, and obviously that would be crazy overpowered.
Yeah.
I know Giorno. I'm pretty sure he's in it too. I think, but his
Man.
like ultimate ability would also be way overpowered. Obviously they balance the characters.
Yeah.
I
would
haven't
hope
played
so.
it, but I've watched a lot of it.
Nice. It's one I meant to pick up, but
Yeah, me too. I just don't know if I can get into it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bad at fighting games. Like
You too, huh?
yeah,
I'm
I like
fucking
them. I
terrible
love
at
them. I mean, like I played Soul Calibur a lot and Smash, of course, Tekken.
Right.
But when it comes to like 1v1ing somebody, I just can't.
Yeah. I played a good chunk of Mortal Kombat. Like, I mean, Shaolin Monks, yes, but like the classic 1v1 Mortal Kombat too. Played a good chunk of that. I'm not good at it though. I fucking suck still.
But like against
So-
people or
Yeah, like against people.
Oh, nice.
Terrible.
yeah.
Real bad. I also like jumped the gun on that Nintendo Smash game.
Yeah.
And have played a little bit of it, but I'm just so fucking bad.
That one's
And
real technical.
It is. Like, as I was playing it, I was like, oh, like
Like it's like
you know,
yeah.
there's some cheap fucking stages that kind of piss me off, but like as I was playing, I was like, oh, this is more for people who were like hardcore about like Project M.
Yeah, Melee,
you know?
definitely.
Yeah. There's a lot of, and I didn't play Melee like at all, so I'm not used to it, and yeah.
I played a
it's
lot
super
of
bad.
Melee, but it was when I was a child, and I didn't,
Yeah.
like I didn't know what a wave dash was until,
Mhm.
I started looking into like the competitive scene or a wave shine. There's a lot of overlap in the fighting community with terms that are just, there's so many terms.
Yeah, and it's just to like describe, two characters fighting on the screen, but that's, in a silly situation. But it's, it's crazy. It can get super technical, and I was not good at it.
No, no, I wasn't either. And I was bad at Smash too. I think I thought I was good, but I feel like if I went to like competitive match and played against people that like play 10 hours a day,
Yeah.
there'd be no way.
Yeah, it would be embarrassing.
And that was when I played a lot. That was when, we played a lot.
Yeah.
Played that shit like every night for hours, but
Yeah, it was super good.
yeah.
Great game.
Very good
but
game, very fun.
I definitely don't think I got as good as I thought I was.
No,
at the time.
and I got bodied and it's like ultimate, and like even when I was playing it a lot too, I got Snake into like the elite, whatever, however you need like 8 million, whatever points, global smash points, something like that. But then like
Yeah.
at that point, I just got my ass handed to me.
Man, I never even really made it that far. In like, I would play a couple matches online, and I would be like, okay, let's just warm up and do like, not a super competitive one, but then I'd get fucking railed, and I'm like, okay, well, now this isn't fun, and
Yeah.
quit.
I remember there was one specific Pikachu I went up against, and like it killed the game for me. I've barely touched it since. I mean, I was getting fed up with it anyway, but it was like, that was like, we went like 3 rounds, and he just bodied me every time.
God damn.
But, I could have used that as a learning moment and been like, okay, well, I'll just get better. But I was like, nah, I want to play another game. That's kind of what it comes down to as well. It's like,
I want to play a game that I can actually beat.
Yeah, I don't mind a competitive game. I played a lot of Overwatch.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the biggest one I was into for a while.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed Overwatch when I played it.
It was fun.
People may complain online like, oh, because it was easy, but like, maybe that's why I liked it. I don't know. I thought it was
There was
fun.
a point, like, when it came out, and like it was about a year. I think that was when it was like probably the best, maybe. Then they added a whole bunch of like, I don't mind the new characters, but it was like they eventually built this meta that they, it was what everybody did. And it stagnated things, so they had to make new characters that would kind of mix it up. But then they ended up over-tuning some. Like, I remember when Brigitte came out, she's like the chick with the mace.
Oh, yeah.
Small shield. Yeah, they, like, released her, and she has this stun that's on, a 5-6 second cooldown. So it was like you couldn't play as Genji or, Tracer or anyone, because you get stunned, and then if they were good, you'd be dead.
Yep.
At least according to my brother, who played Genji mainly. I was a tank. I like Zarya.
Nice. I played more of the healers than anything. I played a lot of Mercy, but I think I played more Zenyatta than I did Mercy.
Zenyatta's fun.
So.
Mercy's fun too. I mean, after her rework.
Mm-hmm. See, and that's what I didn't play it at launch.
You didn't get to see the mass res where
no.
It was just like, that was kind of part of the problem with the meta too, is, like I remember at one point it was like you always had to have a Mercy. Because if everybody, it would be like once a team fight would break out, the Mercies would all run away. And then they'd wait for whoever won the fight or lost the fight to go in and
nice.
Get the mass res.
Mass res. Damn. And then just roll over.
It'd be like if you were dying, it would be like everybody group up together. So that way Mercy could just fly in and then...
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. But then in competitive, it was every match.
Sure.
Like...
Yeah.
And if you were one of the healers that didn't pick Mercy, it was like you got flamed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I played like 2 matches competitive, but like, I just kind of like jumped in and somebody like wrecked my shit for being bad. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, you played on PC too, though. So they had like text chat. There's text chat now on Xbox, but there wasn't before, so you had to be on voice to really get flamed.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can get flamed all the time.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit talking that went on, which was fun. Like,
there's some people that take it way too seriously, though.
Yeah, they do. Once
both sides,
I got
both
a feel
sides.
For it, yeah. After a while, it was my go-to. Like, I'd get drunk and then play Overwatch because that's a really fun drunk game.
It is.
Just get on and like talk some shit. Play as Winston. I fucking loved Winston. Or what is it? Fuck.
The gorilla?
Can't remember his name. Yeah.
Yeah, Winston.
So cool. He was probably my favorite tank. I played like a shit ton of Rhine, but like when I was playing Winston, fucking I had some fun, dude.
Yeah, Winston's fun. I played a lot of him. I played a lot of the tanks, except the new one, Sigma. I didn't play much
yeah,
with Orisa either, but all the other ones I got decent enough so that if somebody, because I would always try to go for Zarya, just because she's really fun. But
yeah.
I got good enough I could flex onto the other tanks.
That's cool.
But I never got super good with any of the DPS characters. McCree kind of. Well, I guess he's called Jesse now.
Is it Jesse?
Yeah, they had to change his name because he was named after one of those dudes that got caught up in all the shit at Blizzard.
Oh ho ho.
I think he was one of the dudes that was in the now famous Cosby room.
Oh. I don't know what that means.
Oh.
So...
oh. Yeah, I guess I never told you about it. Or
I didn't,
there's
get into the details.
There was some BlizzCon where they all these execs and high-ranking dudes, they all rented a hotel room, like a hotel suite, and they had there's this picture of them all laying on a bed and holding a framed picture of Bill Cosby.
What? What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. It's a thing. And it's just called and they all called it the Cosby room, in their texts and stuff. Because a bunch of that shit got leaked. But yeah, that picture, that was crazy.
What? That's insane. All right.
Let me see if I can find it. I'll send it to you.
God damn it.
But yeah.
Who does that shit? That's just I don't know if they were trying to goof off or but it's embroiled in a bunch of real bad yucky
I mean, I
shit,
think
right?
I don't know if this was before. I mean, I think it was after all the shit about Bill Cosby came to light.
So it was after?
I want to say.
Okay.
I want to say it was at least
which is still
2013.
Why? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it right now. It happened in 2013.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Yeah, okay, I got it. I'll put it in Discord. But yeah, it's competitive game. I forget where this whole thing started.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about Overwatch, and then so what?
100% real.
They're all so happy. What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird picture. I mean, no matter what the context of it is, it's just weird.
Yeah. All right. That's good to know.
Yeah,
That happens.
Not to make a joke out of all the stuff coming out about Blizzard right now.
No, that's the whole thing.
I mean, because it is. I mean, it's a joke in the sense of what the fuck,
Yeah. I don't understand.
I don't either. I mean, it seems like I don't know.
Jeez.
Just boys being boys, right?
I guess. God damn.
What a fucking crazy, crazy world this is.
What a crazy world this is, dude. Freaking nuts.
I don't know what series of events led us to eventually get to the Cosby picture, but here we are, folks. I wish we could show it to you. Just Google it. It's fucking it's funny in the sense of what the fuck? What the fuck are these grown men doing?
Yeah, it's so weird. Shit. I picked up Winter Sale on PC. I hadn't touched my computer in a hot minute. I was trying to catch up on Pokemon and just watching reruns of shit and not doing anything productive.
Mm-hmm.
So I hadn't touched my computer. But yeah, so Steam sale was on, and I picked up Dying Light, which is pretty cool so far.
That's it's like the
5 hours
parkour
into
zombie
it.
game, right?
Yeah, dude, parkour zombies. Which, if you're a longtime fan of the show, you would know that I had tried streaming some Resident Evil 7 in the past, and I got to a point and pretty much quit because I'm a little bitch.
Oh.
So, yeah, I didn't, It was scary. It was legitimately scary. I was having zombie nightmares again, but they were like specific, the dad or the mom would show up in those nightmares. And I was like, okay, it's getting too real.
Yeah.
It's getting too spooky for me. I said, I was going to just take a small break and then like try streaming other stuff, but I didn't even have the energy to stream anything, so fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
But I picked up Dying Light, and it's like, oh, okay, zombie games can be fun and not scary if you can just do parkour all the time. Like, it's
Yeah.
a really cool first-person parkour game. I assume it's probably not as complex as, like, Mirror's Edge. I didn't play that. You played Mirror's Edge, right?
I did, yeah. No, it's not. I mean, but Mirror's Edge is like a game completely built around parkour, whereas Dying Light, it's a very big part of the game, but you also are killing zombies.
It's also, it's mostly zombies.
And using parkour to kill zombies.
Yeah, which is super fun.
It is. Really fun game.
It's crazy.
At least what I played, I didn't get very far, maybe like 5-6 hours into it before I don't know. I don't think I lost interest. I think that was around the time I got my own console, and I got like the first game I bought was The Witcher 3, so once I bought that, like, I didn't play any other game. Excuse me, for like a solid month.
Man, yeah.
Besides Overwatch.
Nice. I didn't even like ask if you had played it. I just went into a whole description. I'm sorry. That was rude.
Of what? Dying Light?
Of Dying Light. Yeah.
Oh no. I said before. Maybe I didn't. I thought I said before I had played it. At least a little bit of it.
If you did, I didn't hear it because I was so caught up in my own.
No, this was before the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even remember that conversation anymore.
I don't
either. So yeah, it's fun. It's parkour running around. And then I picked up Dragon Age Inquisition, because Dragon Age Origins is one of my favorite fucking games of all time. Super good. And I heard Inquisition was pretty good too, and it was only like $8, so I was like, yeah, I'll spend $8 on a game that has a couple 100 hours of content.
It is good. I played through it. Yeah,
it?
I played through it. It was on Game Pass, okay. I think, last year or something.
Shit, it might actually still be. I feel.
Oh, it's a good game to own. I will say, make sure. Like, I kind of got burnt out with it because the first area kind of sucks. That's all I'll say is the first area sucks. But if you get through it, like, the payoff's good. It's I'll say that much.
Yeah, I want to say I was.
It's better than Dragon Age 2.
Through it. Yeah, I rented Dragon Age 2 forever ago on, like, PS3, and it didn't hook me. I'll tell you that.
It was basically, let's do everything Dragon Age Origins did wrong. Because one thing I remember is, like, all the dungeons were the same. They were all like just reskins of each other. It kind of sort of didn't. Okay, I played a good chunk of Dragon Age 2, but I eventually just lost interest because it was the same. They tried to make it like an MMO. Just a bunch of fetch quests, and I don't know. It left a bad taste in my mouth. I even picked like the mage character, and they always have the best stories because magic in their world is like crazy, super political.
Super cool.
But even the mage's story wasn't, like, that interesting.
Jeez. What a letdown.
Yeah.
I just remember there being, like, the dialogue options were, like, standard yes, standard no, sarcastic yes, or, like, angry, aggro for no reason no.
Yeah.
Like, that was it.
It reminded me a lot of Bound by Flame.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just really, it like had all this hype built up for it, but it was just disappointing.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think
That was one of
it's
those.
longer, I think, but Dragon Age 2 is.
Probably. Yeah. Bound by Flame was a huge flop. But it was a good lesson for me because it was one of those, like, I was in GameStop to just browse, and then, like, the box art caught me, and I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. And it was like, oh, yeah, this just came out today. And I was like, what? Brand new game that I've never heard anything about that looks kind of cool? Let's buy it for $60 right now. And
didn't we beat it in one sitting?
I think so, yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure
like
I watched you play that, and it was like, yeah, it was basically...
It was like 10 hours of game. It had this whole build, like, thing that was like, oh, you could be a good guy and, you know, get to wear these dope helmets, or you could be a bad guy and get fucking devil horns and shit. And I was like, okay, let's be a bad guy. And I thought it would be like a gradual shift in appearance and whatnot, but no, it was just like, hey, part 1, end of part 1, do you want to do the good thing or the bad thing? I was like, alright, bad thing. And then, like, part 2, hey, now you have this horn and you can't wear helmets. And then at the end of part 2, it's, oh, good thing or bad thing again. Okay, well, bad thing. Well, now you have this, like, you have, like, flaming eyeballs and you can't wear, like, chest piece armor because you get, like, I don't know, shoulder horns.
You got more corrupt if you
yeah.
if you went evil. But wasn't it like at the end of the game you could still, like, if you were pure evil, you could still make the good choice and get the best ending?
Yeah.
Like it, like none of your choices really mattered up
really
to that
didn't
point,
matter.
because you could like still be like, no, I'm not going to side with you, the evil demon or whatever it was.
Basically, yeah. The end of it was like, hey, you've been possessed by me, this evil bad guy who's making you more evil throughout the game. At the end of it, and it was like he like wanted you to do something to help him, and it was like, yeah, do you want to help him and get him out of your body or not and be a good guy? And it was like, it was it. I think it wasn't. I don't remember the details.
I don't either. I do remember it was like it didn't matter because I think I played it and I went good, but it was still the same thing at the end. It was like you could either do the good choice or do the bad choice.
Yeah, and you could be the good guy the whole game, and then at the end just be like, okay, yeah, I'll help this evil dude that I've been fucking suppressing the whole game.
Goddamn, yikes. Yeah. It's not. I mean, maybe there was more planned for it. Who knows?
Yeah.
But wait, man, yeah, I remember that. That was a big disappointment.
Huge,
much like Dragon Age 2.
Down. Yeah. And it's funny that Dragon Age 2 also did the thing where, like, you don't get to choose your character's name. Or you can choose your character's name, but it doesn't matter because everybody's going to call you Hawke.
Yeah.
Or everybody's going to call you Vulcan. Like, that's what it was. It did that, too. So, that was a huge turnoff for me when I rented Dragon Age 2.
Yeah. It's just, you know, like, why even give me the choice?
Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
But yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition, just get past that first area. Not the tutorial, you'll know what I mean. I think it's called the Hinterlands. Yeah. Just get past that and...
okay. I think I was still in the tutorial. I only have like an hour of playtime.
Yeah.
Probably 20 minutes of that was crafting my character's face to look great.
Yeah, no, it has really good character customization.
Yeah.
You can really make the face look good, at least.
At least from that first angle. If you look at it from the side, I fucked up his nose.
Oh.
Yeah. But it looks silly. Also, I picked like I went with like a darker auburn hair is what it looked like. But then all the cutscenes with like the yellow torch lighting, it looks fucking red as shit. And I was like, I didn't want to play this long red hair guy. But
you know, Cyberpunk had that same issue.
Oh, really?
Like, it has this super detailed character customization thing, but there's no proper lighting and where you customize your character. Like, people make shit, you know, talk shit about Oblivion, obviously, because you know, you can make some real fucking monstrosities. But your character at least I know there's no cutscenes, but it's like you at least look like what you made the whole game.
Yeah.
Whereas Cyberpunk, the lighting was off, so it was like dark. So you'd pick like what I thought was black hair, but it was actually like blue.
Oh man.
Once you got into light, which was fine, Cyberpunk, whatever.
Yeah. Like I would have wanted to pick blue hair, so then like what would it have showed up as?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Black probably. Yeah.
And for as much as they hyped up the whole, you can pick your genitals, it was like vagina or small penis or big penis. That was it. I mean, you could have a big old dick and be a chick. So that's fun,
That's cool.
And progressive.
Mm-hmm.
But, or at least you could have a big dick and pick the chick voice. I don't remember there being a male-female option.
Jeez. You couldn't so there's no labia customization or
no. I mean, maybe you could have a hairy vagina. Piercings. I can't remember. Oh, but I know it was there was 3 or 4 choices total. And that was one of the things they hyped up a ton, And then you don't even see your character in the cutscene either. You can see them in the mirror in I think your apartment, but that's it. And when you open up the status screen,
jeez, because it's first person.
Yeah, totally, so completely.
That seems so weird, but
yeah, I refunded it.
Damn. Yeah, you were pretty upset when it came out. I feel bad.
I mean, to its credit, it was on, it was on the base Xbox. I wasn't playing it on, a rig, a super good PC with a good graphics card. I heard if you played it that way, it was better.
Mm-hmm.
But they promised a lot and didn't, really deliver.
Yeah. I hope they're still working on it, because I know that all the Witcher games went through that on their first release. It was kind of a buggy mess,
right?
They did updates and fixed it and made it actually way better than what it was at launch. So hopefully they do that. Hopefully they're working on it. But
yeah, I know they've been updating it over the year. It's been a whole year since it came out. It's crazy.
Jeez.
But yeah, I mean, the only reason it happened is because some suit up top was hey, we need to get this fucking game out.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know. It sounds like there was a lot of stuff going on. They showed it too early. I mean, that trailer came out in 2013. That first one.
The Keanu one?
No, I'm talking about the very first one.
Oh, the very first
one. And came out. They announced they were working on it. And then, it took 7 or 8. It might have been 2012, actually. I can't remember, but...
It sounds
But it was this first one. It was a slow-mo thing, showing a crime scene, and there was a woman, that looked all cyberpunk. But...
And it was cyberpunk.
Yeah. And I believe this was shortly after The Witcher 3 came out, but...
Yeah, it's way too early. And then I think the marketing team kind of jumbled some shit up, or
they overhyped it. They oversold it.
Yeah, they oversold some of it.
And then eventually, and then at some point it was oh, by the way, Keanu Reeves is in the game. Johnny fucking Silverhand.
Mm-hmm. It was hey, you just watched that John Wick movie. Wasn't it amazing? Guess who we have? And it's oh shit. Can't wait. That was a very hype, man.
He hasn't played the game.
Yeah, that it doesn't surprise me.
There was an interview he was doing with what's her name from The Matrix and whatever, and they asked him if he'd played Cyberpunk, and he was no, not yet.
Oh.
All nice.
Yeah, he's busy making bad Matrix sequels.
Oh man, yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but I have heard it's bad.
Okay. It had such promise. There was so much cool shit that they could have done. we can save that for another time after you see it, because, yeah. I have feelings.
Yeah.
I was probably too hyped for it again.
Yeah, I mean Matrix 2 and 3 weren't very great. They were fun.
They weren't. At least they were like fun action movies, you know? This one, the action just doesn't. I'll let you watch it and determine for yourself, but
okay, yeah,
personally, not my favorite is all I'll say.
I mean, if it's really that bad, I might just not watch it.
It's
like the Ghostbusters reboot. Like,
was that bad?
Well, there was one with like they did the all-female cast thing.
Oh yeah, the Lady Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. That one was not good.
I think there's another Ghostbusters that came out.
Oh yeah, I think it is coming out or something. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
I remember seeing a trailer. Okay,
but the one with the chicks was not. I didn't care for it.
I actually never watched that one.
Yeah, I mean, I like Ghostbusters, and I thought Ghostbusters 2 was good. So I was like, all right, sure, you know what? They were trying to reboot it. This was, when I had faith in reboots still.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have faith in reboots anymore. I mean,
no.
I kind of had a feeling this Matrix wasn't going to be very good.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It's like that, they did Bill and Ted too, and...
Yes, and that one was kind of a huge letdown too.
Yeah.
It was fun. I didn't finish it and go, wow, what a fucking huge waste of time. But
is that how you felt about Matrix?
It wasn't. It's half and half. Oh. Half and half. That's kind of how I felt about the new Matrix. There's some really cool stuff in it. There's like some really cool stuff, and then there's like the rest of it is just like, guys, what are you doing? I would say it's worth trying to watch.
Yeah.
I would see if you get like 40 minutes into it and kind of tune out, because that's kind of what I did. I got about 45 minutes in, and it was like, what the fuck? And then I kept watching it, but I was like just irritated the whole time, and I was just like, I don't...
Do you think Lawrence Fishburne read the script and was like, nah?
I'm sure that's probably what he did. Because, yeah, it was, oof.
That's sad.
The acting was okay. Neo and Trinity, fantastic. The new main chick is a decent enough. She puts on a decent performance. Other than that, like, the rest of the cast is pretty unmemorable, unfortunately.
And it's the same directors, the Wachowski sisters, right?
It is only one of the Wachowskis.
Okay.
That came back to direct it.
Oh, okay.
Instead of the team up, maybe it could have been what I wanted it to be if they had come back and teamed up on it, but it's just one of them.
Ah. So, okay. Well, maybe I will check it out, if anything, just to see if it's a dumpster fire or not.
Yeah.
Because I have not heard good things about it online. Mm-hmm. It seems like it's been pretty much universally panned.
Yeah. It probably gets a little too much hate, but it's just not like a good action movie. So then it's like, okay, well, maybe the philosophy, existentialism, that they get into would be cool, but that kind of falls flat too. So then it's like, what is this movie? Yeah. I don't want to just like totally dissuade you from watching it.
Just completely shit on it.
Yeah, I don't mean to totally shit on it. They made a better movie than I can make. I'll admit that. So, whatever. I didn't.
Everyone's a critic.
I haven't been watching movies my whole life or anything. No.
I didn't go to film school like you wanted me to, Dad.
And look where I am now. A successful podcast.
Yeah.
That's going into arc 2 of the show, baby. That's right.
The redemption arc.
Mm-hmm. I decided that we're going to divide our episodes into arcs instead of seasons, because it's like an ongoing anime.
It's an odyssey.
Yeah. Think of this as the entertainment district arc of the podcast. If you're a current watcher of Demon Slayer.
What was the last arc?
It was the Mugen Train arc.
Oh.
Which was... Well, it was... Let's see. There was like season 1... Wait, fuck.
Don't you mean
season
arc
1 was the build-up. Yeah, arc 1. Fuck me. See? I don't even know the terminologies I'm using, you guys. It was the build-up to the Mugen Train, and then Mugen Train the movie, and then they were like, hey, we can cut this movie up into a whole arc, so let's just do that, and they did that for a minute.
Are you talking about Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. I get what you're
solid.
saying.
Yeah. Now they're in, like, their second arc. It would be, like, season 2, but it's, they're in the entertainment district of whatever city they're in.
Oh.
Tokyo. Maybe
okay.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. I enjoy it, at least.
Yeah, that's one I still need to check out. I haven't watched a whole lot of anime the past year. I think,
Yeah.
I watched JoJo, and then I watched Komi Can't Communicate. Inuyasha, I watched a bunch of that. But I didn't really watch a whole lot of... I didn't really diversify too much.
See, I watched pretty much everything but JoJo. So...
Well, you're not caught up to it.
Hey, I'm not. I keep watching a bunch of stupid shit instead, so... And some good shit. I've seen some good stuff this year.
You'll probably have to recommend me some, because Komi gave me the itch again.
Yeah.
Comes in waves.
Yeah.
It's like RuneScape. I won't touch it for like 2 or 3 months, but then like 1 week it'll just be like, man, I want to fucking watch some anime. I want to fucking go stare at a screen for 12 hours mining a rock. But anime.
Yeah. But anime. So dane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit. Hey, we passed past our usual mark. I don't know how long you want to talk. I've already burned through like my major topics.
This is the 12-hour cast.
Oh, good. I was gonna say we can spend another hour talking about untrained linguistics and etymology.
Etymology, folks. That's the word of the day. If you're gonna walk away from this podcast, you're gonna at least learn one goddamn thing.
That's right. That's
our promise. It's our promise.
You might learn at least one thing from every episode, but you might not. That's not, it's not a strong promise.
Yeah. We only tell the truth on this show.
In fact, let me walk this whole show back right now.
But yeah, I think we can call it there, my friend.
Yeah, for sure. We're back, everybody.
We're back.
We're not dead.
Quite the opposite.
Almost died, but
I live, bitch.
That's right.
Looked God in the face and was like, fuck you. But no, it's good to be back, everybody.
Indeed. We'll catch you next time.
Yep. You all stay beautiful.